Sometimes the government passes a bill. Now, on common ground, the bill is either passed, or law is either passed with a sense of, is this moral? Is this the right thing to do? And is it just? Will it benefit our society? Will it benefit our health? Will it benefit the country? And with most cases, you can agree with some of these laws have to say. But very rarely, you get the opinionated ones that just makes you want to punch a brick wall as hard as you can. And sometimes it's not like, morality that steps in. It's what the government thinks our country should be. And within recent news, we just had news that if you're on Twitch, and if you're streaming any games or movies or anything, with or without probably permission from the company itself, if it has a copyrighted soundtrack to it, it can be considered a felony. Not something that's warning, not something that's like, oh, you've played this, now you're kicked off of Twitch, you can't be on here anymore. No, none of that. It's legitimately, if you play a game, and for some reason, it just so happens to have Led Zeppelin on that, that could be counted as a legitimate felony. Not only do you lose the Twitch channel, but you can go to jail for up to 3 years. At least it's what I've heard. Now, like I said before, most of these laws are passed with a common ground of, is it just? Is it morally just? Will this benefit anything? And you come across some of the stupidest plans and the stupidest laws that may or may not pass, like the internet one. And thank God, a lot of people spoke up about that. And we still have essentially more free internet than we would normally have if the thing met its expectations at all, if that makes any sense. And I'm not talking just net neutrality. There's a whole another tighter sandwich of that, and I don't want to get into it. This is bullshit. And I'll tell you why. Sure, copyright itself can be breaking the law or breaking rules. But to have it as a felony, to where you can go up to 3 years in prison for just, playing GTA, then all of a sudden a song comes on, that's just stupid. That means more innocent people will be going to prison, legitimate prison, if a lawsuit says so. It's kind of like a recreation of System of a Down's prison song. Whereas, due to certain laws, most of the time the song was wrapped around, marijuana and whatnot, and in some cases it can be good, it can be bad, whatever, but, the song was essentially saying that more Americans, innocent or not, are going to jail over either minute things or things that don't really matter too much, but since it's a felony, they can just go to prison and nothing else can be done about it. One of my biggest concerns is that some of these people who do go to prison, who haven't done a single thing wrong, morally, I'm kind of concerned at how they would not only survive it, but how they would go through prison mentally with a bunch of people who deserve to be in prison. I'm talking rapers, murderers, child molesters, hypocrites, politicians even, if they were, caught with their pants down one way or another. A bunch of people that are a danger to society and do not benefit our society. Unless they change, unless they get out when they're told to get out and they actually change, they're not the greatest thing to society. So, you'll have a guy go in there. Imagine yourself a Twitch streamer, alright? You're playing a game, you haven't done anything morally wrong, but you committed a felony, you're going to 3 years in prison. You go up, and one of the guys comes up to you, and he tells you why he's in prison. Man, about 10 years back, I killed my sister. I killed my sister because she wouldn't listen to me. She wouldn't get off the drugs like she was supposed to. I was doing everything to help her. I was financially backing her up with every fiber of my being. But she just kept on pushing and pushing. And just one day I snapped and I killed her right there on the spot. And after the cops got me, I got sentenced for at least 30 years in prison for what I've done, and respectively so, because I deserve what happened to me. And I regret, to this day, I regret doing what I've done. What are you in here for? I was playing a game, and it just so happened to have Metallica on it. You're fucking kidding me. No, I'm not kidding. You went in prison. You came in here, you came in this joint for playing some dumbass music? Yes, sir. Don't fucking call me sir. You fucking call me by my real name. Don't you fucking call me sir. You say that shit to the cops. Don't say it to me. I don't deserve it. But I do have a little bit of respect for you because that's fucking stupid. Even a prisoner would say that's stupid. Now, that wasn't top of the line acting there, but hey, at least I'm trying to make a point here. Compared to a guy who has murdered people, or accidentally murdered people, or at least, committed like a manslaughter or a robbery, and they either regret it or don't, they do deserve to be in the prison system. Whereas somebody who just sat on a couch, looked at a screen, and then just so happens to have like a Metallica song pop up, all of a sudden goes to jail for 3 years, it's fucking bullshit, and we all know it. But some people are just so in their ways that they don't understand the internet. They don't understand why this is an issue, and most of the time it just comes down to what they think is right and not what the people think is right. Because fuck us, what do we know? We're just a bunch of youngins. We have yet to grow up to blah, 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 blah. And most of the time, I guess I can see it that way. But if it's something like this, people need to check up on their morals. People need to speak up about this, because this is absolutely stupid. You got murderers and drug dealers getting even less for their prison sentence. Whereas somebody who did a minor crime gets more. Where the fuck is the justice in that? Now, I can watch people like After Prison Show. Joe is a damn good man, and he's changed his life around, and I'm glad for him, and he's done so in the right way. He deserved to go to prison for what he did, but I forgive him for all the stuff that he has done, and he has continued to be a good citizen to this day. And being in prison, for some people, can benefit society. In and out. When they get out, they can be totally different. What doesn't benefit society is throwing innocent people in and just leaving them in there. Or just throwing some innocent people in general. I don't think I need to say more than that. Thank you.